So we're checking out the Xceed tilt for the 32 to 90 inch. So you have a larger one that we reviewed previously. This one's, I guess, a medium. Xcdtalge, meaning tilt adjust, I guess. And large, the other one's called extra large. Let's start by checking out reviews. I like that. Max power.
Max Power.
Oh, hey, great name.
Yeah, isn't it? I got it off a hairdryer.
So spirit levels, never trust spirit levels on brackets. And tilt, yeah, pre-adjusting tilt brackets are cheap, so what do you expect? But they're not great, true. So next review, 4 stars. I mean, it's kind of hilarious when you've got cheaper brackets, people's expectations are kind of low. This guy's basically saying the bracket's not straight, but that's okay, just don't pre-drill the holes. Next one, yeah, the metal's thin and only 3 tilt positions. And the 4th review, great bracket, and it comes with a level. So I guess myself and the first reviewer might be wrong about the level. So let's do some unboxing. So up to 90 inch, I think that's probably a little much for a wall plate that's essentially 600mm wide. Normally you'd want at least 800 to be covered. Having a look at the construction, you can straight away tell that it's fairly cheap and very light, the steel. I don't know why you have that paper cutout. I can't see anyone actually using that when you've got an actual wall plate, so probably can save some money there. And as suspected, the wall plate, at best 1.5 mil, so that's very thin. Also, the bolts were surprisingly bad. Normally Xceeds are just average, but that was actually pretty bad. And the usual sort of fairly wordy Xceed manual. Yeah, just remembering those tilt adjustments. So you can't tilt between 0 and 10 degrees. It's only 0, 5, or 10 degrees. Who tilts 0? But anyway. I like how they've got the holes all the way along the wall plate. So it just gives you a bit more flexibility. And the centers are solid. So although it's really thin metal, at least you've got a little bit of metal to give it some rigidity. It seems with all the Xceeds, the accessories just haven't been updated for many years. And all of those monitor screws, they're all far too long. Most TVs are going to use that M6, and at 50mm, it's a really long bolt. So you're going to have to go past Bunnings and yeah, buy some other bolts. To do this, we had to use a whole bunch of spacers. So notice 2 things here. Notice a screw down the bottom. That secures the TV to the wall plate. So a lot of the reviews, they criticize that. I mean, it's just a cheap way of securing it. Unfortunately, in most cases, people don't secure it because it's just too hard. And the second thing is the tilt. So it's not a proper tilt. You can only pick that 5 or 10 degrees. But yeah, they're really fiddly, these Xceed ones, and they have little washers that always drop out. So difficult tilt mechanism. You can't tilt it when it's on the wall. You have to pre-tilt it, put it on the TV. So it's a one-time deal. So I set it to the 10-degree tilt and we put it on the wall. I mean, it looks ridiculous with the spacers, but it goes with my rule of I use whatever's in the box. And as usual, there's no real way to secure the TV to the wall plate, so not great for safety. The other thing, any good tilt bracket should pull away from the wall. This is a cheap tilt bracket, so you're going to find it'll only work with very small TVs, 55 inch, if the VES is in the middle. If the VES is in the bottom, then you might be fine. A few reviews said that the wall plate and the TV weren't level. I checked the TV and the wall plate, they were fine. I did notice that the tilt was actually 13 degrees instead of 10 degrees. So I don't know what was really causing that. Probably just sloppy engineering maybe. I guess my takeaway here, it's really built to a price. One of the good things about buying off JB is that if it doesn't suit your purpose, you can bring it back. It's not like you're buying it online. But still, of course, I would buy a decent bracket and expect to spend a little more.